Welcome to this week's Fighting Scots Sports Report. I am Tyler Trumbauer. The women's volleyball team is off to a tremendous start this season, and the ladies continued it this past weekend. Edinboro went undefeated at the Hammermill Center in Erie as they earned victories over West Virginia State, Concord, and Ursuline. The Fighting Scots improved to 9-1 this season with the trio of victories. It's the best start for the ladies since '08. The Scots have their first single match of 2015 on Wednesday at Notre Dame of Ohio, and then compete in the PSAC crossover this Friday and Saturday, which is hosted by Mercyhurst. Edinboro's women's soccer team is experiencing success thus far this season and is ranked nationally in the polls. The squad had 2 games on the road this past week. The Scots defeated Seton Hill 7-3 on Tuesday evening as Jansen Hartman, who is the PSAC Athlete of the Week, netted a hat trick. On Saturday, non-conference foe Roberts Wesleyan got the best of Boro 4-3. Roberts Wesleyan led 3-0, but the Scots tied it up at 3, all before Bella Matrevsky. Remember her from last year's matchup between the two? She scored the game winner a year ago in double overtime, and she scored the game-winning goal in the 85th minute of this match as well. Some call her the Fighting Scot Killer. The ladies are now 4-2 on the season overall. Head coach Gary Kagiavis and company visit Cal University of Pennsylvania on Wednesday before coming home for a pair of games. One this Saturday at 5 p.m. against Lock Haven, and on September 29th against Pitt Johnstown, which can be heard on WFSC 88.9 or seen live right here on ETV. The football team hit the road for the first time this season as the Scots were still searching for their first win of its 2015 campaign. The Fighting Scots are still left searching for their first win as East Stroudsburg did whatever they wanted on Saturday afternoon as they defeated Edinboro 56-12. ESU quarterback Matt Soltesz went 21 for 32 through the air, passing for 438 yards and 5 touchdowns. Boro receiver Darren Massey was held to only 2 catches on the day. He had 3 touchdowns in their matchup a year ago. The team returns to Sox Harrison Stadium this Saturday as PSAC West divisional play opens up, meaning these games count towards conference records, with the California University of Pennsylvania Vulcans coming to the Boro. That game is slated for a noon kickoff and can be heard live on WFSC 88.9 or seen right here on ETV. Boro's cross-country teams were back in action on Friday at Michigan State in the Spartan Invitational. Freshman Ida Narboval was the first Fighting Scot to cross the finish line in the women's race. Also, she was the 3rd Division II runner in the race to finish as she finished 7th overall. In the men's race, Elliot Martinkevich was the first Boro runner to finish as he finished 45th. The squads return to action on October 3rd in the Greater Louisville Classic. Then, quick note on the tennis teams. The women's team competed in the USTA ITA Regional this past weekend. Julia Hellstern was the top finisher for the Scots, making it to the round of 16. That's all we have for this week. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at ETV Sports to stay up to date on all the latest Boro athletic happenings.